Now, a lot of guys ask me, am I a religious individual? Do I follow any religion? Do I believe in God, etc., etc.? I wouldn't say that I'm a religious individual. I'm more spiritual than I am religious. I believe in connection to the universe, energy, that kind of thing, right? So I wouldn't say I'm religious. I don't believe in God, but I do believe in some sort of higher power, I guess you could call it. But in that sense, that is God, isn't it? A higher power, something that is higher than ourselves is God in a sense, right? Side tangent. However, I'm not a religious individual. I'm more spiritual. With that being said, I think it's important for you guys to, in a sense, create your own religion. And I don't mean that if, for example, if you are a Muslim, that doesn't mean that you don't have to become a Muslim anymore and create your own religion. That's not what I mean by this. What I mean by create your own religion is to solidify values that you set for yourself and follow them religiously. So for me personally, my religious values that I stick to, and it's almost like a religion. I don't do this, I do this. These are the things that I do. These are the things that I'm not allowed to do, etc., etc. It's not for a religious outcome. It's more just for the sake of my own existence. I'm trying to optimize my own existence. I'm trying to optimize myself as a man. So I have created my own religion. For example, the values that I set for myself: I don't watch porn, I don't masturbate, no self-pleasure, I don't drink alcohol, I don't do drugs, etc., etc. So I set these values in place for myself, and I do not do those things. I don't compromise. I don't use social media. I don't compromise on these things. Okay. The reason for that is not because, if I don't do these things and I don't sin, then I'm going to get into heaven or something like that. It's not a religious mindset around these things. It's because I know that when I do these things, I am a lesser man than what I could be. When I use social media, I am a lesser man than what I could be. The man that doesn't use social media, the man that only socially connects through the real world, only talks to girls through the real world, etc., is a better man than the one that uses social media. So I set myself these religious values that I stick to every single day, and I don't compromise on them. If I do compromise on them, if I do go and use social media, if I do go and drink alcohol, if I do go and watch porn, if I do go against the values that I set for myself, that for me is a sin. It's me going against the best version of myself. So there's no God involved, there's no heaven involved. It's not religious in that sense. So don't let it put you off if you're not a religious individual. It's just about literally writing down on your journal some rules that you set for yourself. Because once you've solidified these values, you can stick by them, and you know that when you're sticking by this lifestyle, you're sticking by these rules, you know that you are attacking life in the most optimal way. You are striving towards becoming the best version of yourself. That is kind of my religious values that I've set for myself. It's not, because in a sense, the lifestyle that I live could be perceived in quite a religious way. Like, oh, are you religious? You don't drink, you don't do this, you don't do that, you don't self-pleasure, you don't masturbate, you don't watch porn. Are you religious? I'm not religious in the sense of, I believe in God, but because again, I'm more spiritual. However, I live my life in a religious way because I know that is just what gives me the most pride. That makes me feel proud when I look in the mirror, when I don't do these things. So find the things that are sins in your life. For example, using social media. Why would I want to be on Instagram? I'm a grown man. I don't want to socially connect through Instagram. I don't want to meet girls through Tinder. That doesn't make me feel proud of myself. I don't count them. Oh, I met this girl on Tinder and I shagged her and I fucked her. And it's like, that doesn't count to me. I didn't do anything to earn that. So if I want to meet women and, have my fun, I've got to do it through the real world. These are the values that I've set for myself personally. Don't copy me. Don't copy anyone else. Write down your own values. Write down things that don't make you feel proud. Okay, so basically write down the things that make you feel ashamed of yourself. Those are the don'ts. We do not do these things no matter what. We do not compromise on these things. What makes you feel ashamed of yourself when you look in the mirror? Watching porn probably does. Sitting there playing video games all day, wasting your time probably does. Sitting on social media probably does. These things don't make you feel proud of yourself, do they? So write them down in the don't category. You do not do these things. Okay? In terms of the do, what do you do? The virtues that you set for yourself, the good things that you do, the things that you strive towards on a daily basis. What are these things? For me personally, it's kindness. It's making the lives of other people much more positive and fulfilling, helping people, doing things that I'm proud of, exercise, looking after myself, taking care of my body, etc., etc. These are things that I do. These are things that make me feel proud of myself when I look in the mirror, looking after people around me, spreading positivity into the world. These are the things that I do. So I think it's very important, if you want to create your own religion, is to set out a rule, a rule list of things that you do and things that you don't do, and stick to them religiously every single day. In a sense, this is what self-improvement is. You know the things that make you feel proud of yourself. Do those things on a day-to-day basis and you'll feel better about life. Stay away from the things that make you feel ashamed and you'll feel better about life. It's very, very simplistic. So create your own religion. Stick to those values, and if you go against those values, if you do the things that you've said to yourself that you shouldn't do, so for example, if you go and use social media, if you go and watch porn, if you go and play video games, if you do those things that you say to yourself, I'm not allowed to do because I know that they make me a lesser man, then punish yourself. Okay, punish yourself with positive reinforcement. Punish yourself with a run, or a grueling deadlift session in the gym, or something that makes you feel uneasy / scared / uncomfortable, but you know it's going to give you a positive outcome. Punish yourself with those things and get yourself right back on track. Break that negative cycle in your brain and get yourself back on track again. So your task, your bit of homework for you today is to set out your rule list of things that you want to do, things that you stick to, things that make you feel proud of yourself, and things that you want to stay clear of. Things that make you feel ashamed. That's your task for today, okay? Take some time out of your day to write these things down, because I promise you, when you solidify your values like this, it gives you unshakable confidence. I walk through the world and I feel so assured of who I am as a man that no one else's words, negativity, or opinions of me can affect the way that I hold myself, because I know the things that I set for myself, I know the values that I set for myself, and as long as I'm staying true to them, then I feel proud. So I think you guys should do the same. The coaching is down below in the description if you want to learn more from me personally. And, you know, take yourself from the shy, awkward, stuttering little nerd that you are today all the way to the top, to an absolute G. Learn from the mistakes that I've had to make through the years of hardship, and skyrocket your progress. I'll see you there, yeah? Look forward to meeting you, bro. Look after yourself.